Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Thank you very much for joining Tuesday live, October 10th, 2023. I hope you're all safe. How is your week so far? For most of you, I know. But some kind of escapism from recent events. Let's see who's with me. Say hi. Don't be shy. We are here to learn, to educate one another, to become better traders each and every day. We don't need to take trades if our state of mind is not 100% free to take trades. So first, we will go over futures. We have here 2 hours futures, 2 hours time frame, 43.34 holding as a very important area of support, 43.48, 43.50, very important area of resistance. Let's see if we can get bulls continuation towards this upper red trend line together with the 43.66 and the 15 minutes time frame. Futures, we have a broadening formation. As we always say, broadening formation is the only true formation for price action. All the rest of the formations, all the rest of the patterns are not reliable. The only one that we really need to understand and to really acknowledge that broadening formation is the true roadmap for future price action. Now we can see price starting to bounce. We need another close above the 43.40 and then we are heading towards the 43.42. Above 43.42, we are heading towards the upper border of the broadening formation. SPY and the 65, we can see if you are a pattern trader, but I never recommend follow patterns because patterns are mostly not reliable. We have left shoulder head, right shoulder, some kind of a right shoulder. You can also see cup and handle. You can see whatever you want. What we see is for 432 area from support, resistance. Now two last candles of yesterday's holding above the 432. Now 432 once again needs to hold the support before the next leg up towards the 435. Let's make some kind of a quick recap on SPY and Friends. If you did not see my stock market review, I post every day 12 a.m. stock market review, so check it out. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell so you won't miss any other videos and any other lives. SPY and the daily continuation to the upside. 432.70 is the resistance. Now pre-market is struggling. Let's see, we need today close above the 432.70 and then we will see this gap getting filled maybe even before this weekend. And now we have, and then we will have this yellow trend line that helps us to identify that overall the sentiment since July is still bearish sentiment. Only a weekly close above this yellow trend line and we can say bulls are here and bulls are here to stay, going towards the 455 gap. QQQ, very nice bounce. Yes, Friday closed this gap. Yesterday broke above the 366 area. Now this area from resistance needs to hold the support and then we will get the next leg up towards this purple trend line. We have a question mark here because if we look left, each and every time since the peak of July, price reached this purple trend line, it got rejected. This will be the fifth time, fifth attempt. 5 is a Fibonacci number. Let's see if Fibonacci once again will take over the market and we will get a break above the 375 towards the 381 and then 385. Dow Jones, very nice bounce of the 328 area, very important area of support. It was support over here, support here. Once again, it held nicely. Continuation above the 336 Now let's see weekly close above 338 and maybe even 340, and then we are heading to close this gap over here. And once again, look left, overall sentiment since peak of August, we are still lower highs, lower lows, which means we can take also this trend line over here. And as you can see, from support, resistance needs to hold the support, retest this yellow trend line as support before the next leg up towards the 344, and this yellow trend line to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth time will be the charm. We don't know. We need to follow price and manage our risk according to the overall sentiment, Fibonacci, ATR, and trend lines. If you don't know how to use Fibonacci, if you don't know how to use ATR, check the Fibonacci Academy playlist, free playlist. Check it out, 25 videos on how to become a better trader, and the technical and the psychology behind trading. IWM 170 holding. Now I want to see a weekly close above 176 area, and then this gap will get filled. What else do we have? Google continuing to show very nice strength to the overall market, but 138 now from resistance over here, peak of middle September. Now once again resistance, some kind of a pullback to the 137, maybe to the 136 area before the next leg up, breaking above the 139 area towards this trend line over here. Meta also showing very nice relative strength to the overall market, broke above this trend line, going up above the 314. Now this 314 needs to hold its support before the next leg up towards the 326. We have Nvidia inside candle, this yellow trend line from resistance, support, needs to hold support one more, and let's see today closing above the 458 area, and 462 will become the next resistance. Tesla inside candle yesterday, overall trying to bounce off this low over here, the 235. We are already at the 260 area. Let's see continuation. Maybe by the end of this week we will retest this red trend line once again as resistance. Apple, continuation to the upside, continuing towards closing this gap at the 181.35 area. This trend line from support, resistance now will become once again support. We might get a retest, and then next leg up, closing this gap and towards this yellow trend line. But overall, we use trend lines for two things. They help us look left and identify the trend that we are in now, which means lower highs, lower lows until proven otherwise. They are also our roadmap for future price action. So as long as Apple is below this yellow trend line, we are still in a downtrend. So don't be confused and don't get over your head. If you see some kind of a bounce, always look at a bigger picture, zoom out, zoom in, and then you will see a better price action view. Futures struggling, nothing much in my opinion. Before the opening bell, we will not see some kind of a price action, significant price action. Hi Faiz, hi Asaf, Gil, Sagi, thank you very much. Amit, thank you. John Polo, thank you very much. Stay safe. Hi Amir, hi Aviad. Any questions, any comments, any requests from you guys? What is on your watch list? How do you handle this trading? How do you trade in these days? Let me know. I offer, thank you very much for joining. If no questions, I would like to go over some stocks that I'm watching for this week. ZS, we have been waiting for a break above the 165, but it broke yesterday, but with a gap to the downside. I want to see 165 area, this gap getting filled before the next leg up towards the 176. QLYS, very nice uptrend. Continuation above last week's highs. And then we are heading towards this white trend line to the upside. We can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. Doesn't matter if you take it from here, or even from here. It all depends on the time frame that you are trading. And now we have it. We can also take it to the last week's highs. And now you have all the support and all the resistance levels for future price action. DKNG, double bottom scenario of this area, the 27 area. We still have here an open gap at the 30 area. Continuation and closing this gap. Some kind of a pullback, because once a gap is getting filled, most of the times, with high probability, price will retrace. Let's say we'll need to hold the 29.80 area, or this area needs to hold the support before the next leg up towards 30.5, and then to this upper trend line to the upside. WMG, Warner Music Group, very nice bounce. I'm waiting for another break above the 33 area and then towards the 34.20. VRX, if you saw previous videos, we talked about VRX, especially in the top stocks to watch. We talked about breaking above this red zone resistance. Now, 2 consecutive days above it. Let's see continuation above Friday's highs, and then towards this purple trend line to the upside. Once again, you can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high to the upside, and here you have all the support and all the resistance for future price action. TDD, trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action. TDD yesterday went all the way to, touched this upper yellow trend line. Some kind of a retracement, intraday retracement. Let's see continuation. And the first candle breakout, I will not take long, because usually they break above and next day or two we'll retest it and then next leg up. So I would wait for another maybe 2 days to see break, retest, holding this yellow trend line as support, and then next leg up, and then we can start taking our long. We can also take Fibonacci to show us where price might be heading next. And not surprising, if we take swing high, swing low, yesterday's highs was this area, trend line and Fibonacci. This is why I always say this is all the tools that we need. Fibonacci and trend lines. These are the only tools that shows us future support resistance for price action. And if we know, really know how to use them on any time frame, multi-time frame, we will become much better and maybe even professional traders. Roku also on my list. I'm waiting for a break above the 72.55. All this area, the 72, 72.55, very tough resistance. And on the positive side, this yellow trend line is holding very nicely since May 2023. Also in the past month or so, 2 weeks or so, holding very nice support. So I have my alert over here. I will not enter on the first break. I will wait to see continuation holding above a support. This area, I want to see if this area will hold from resistance to support, and then I will start taking long using Fibonacci, ATR, and trend lines as our risk management. PLTR yesterday broke above the 1740. Now this area needs to hold the support before the next leg up, 1854 and then 2014. So, hi Gil, so fine. If you have any questions, not only chart request, any questions regarding technical analysis, how to, what to, or on the psychology behind trading, never neglect your psychology behind trading, in my opinion, and you know my opinion about psychology behind trading. It's 85% of trading is knowing yourself your mental state, and your mental resilience. How do you handle losses? SoFi double bottom scenario, holding nicely this area, multi-bottom even. Now let's see if today SoFi will close this gap and stay above the 825. In my opinion, high probability we are heading towards the 877. Above it, we are heading towards the 920. We don't even need Fibonacci. We can take trend lines. And here you have it. This trend line over here. Support, resistance, resistance. Closing this gap, touching this trend line, resistance. So, as I said before, I would wait for 2 or 3 days above this trend line, retesting this trend line as support, and then going next leg up towards, we have all the Fibonacci levels, towards 870, 920, and above it. Just follow the price and use all these levels to the upside as your future resistance. What else? Not related to trade. How do you deal with the situation? Well, it's very difficult for me. First, because I'm very far. I'm in China, as you all know. But we stay very close to the news. And I also try not to trade too much these kind of days. And hopefully we will see a better future once this chaos will get over. I hope everybody, you stay safe, take care of yourself and your families. What else? What else do we have? Futures trying to bounce. Let's see, continuation above it. 43.40 will be next. Let's see what are the economic calendar we have this week. Today is October 10th. October 10th, nothing much, but tomorrow, Wednesday, October 11th, we have producer price index, core PPI, PPI year over year, core PPI year over year, minutes of the Fed, FOMC meetings, and Thursday, October 12th, we have once again initial jobless claims. We have CPI number, core CPI, CPI year over year, and core CPI year over year. So very important economic reports coming up this week. So all you have to do, you don't need to trade. If your mind is not ready, if your mind is not free, mentally free for trading, don't trade. If you have open positions, just manage your open positions and take under consideration all these reports, all these events coming up already from tomorrow. CPI, PPI, jobless claims report, all these reports, we know that they affect price action. Bitcoin, we have head and shoulders pattern scenario. As you can see, we can be a little bit more accurate, but it's patterns, so anyone can find patterns anywhere they want. Just follow price. What do you see? Let's clean the chart. No need patterns. We have trend lines to show us that we are, without any doubt, we are with lower highs, which means we are in a downtrend. Now we are inside this channel, and this channel goes south. We have multi-top scenario of the 28 area, breaking below the 2740, 27,400. We are heading towards the 27,200. Below it, we are heading towards the 26,200. We don't need candles, we don't need volume, we don't need lagging indicators. If we are swing traders, all we need is line charts, trend lines, and if you want, And if you're lazy to look left, identify by yourself support resistance area, take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. And that's it. If you want more educational resources, you're more than free, more than welcome to check all the links in the description below. Check it out. So if no more questions, no more requests, once again, thank you very much for joining this live. I truly appreciate it. Stay safe, take care, and until the next video, once again, stay safe.